All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to Mets post game. It's Tyrese, joined by Max, and what a fucking game, dude! What a fucking game. If you did not watch, the Mets win Game 3 of the wildcard series between them and the Brewers 4-2. Normal score, anything but a normal game. Mets could not buy a hit unless it was Francisco Lindor for the first 8 innings. And then in the ninth, you get Francisco Lindor leadoff hit. You get Nemo single, and then Pete Alonso, who drew the ire of Mets Twitter, to say the least. Biggest at bat of his career. Has been sucking shit all year, to put it lightly. And I think the joke was, he's good. He'll finally have his chance for his moment. And he had a moment. And it was probably the biggest moment since it's up there. I mean, you got to think since Game 7, win or go home.
I would say that moment was probably it's the biggest Mets moment since the 86 World Series, since the Buckner game, right? That's gotta be. Like that was like, obviously, like, y'all had been to the World Series in 15, but like doing, like, nobody has ever done what he just did. Nobody had ever hit a go-ahead home run in the ninth inning while trailing and a winner go home game like that. And of all people, like Pete Alonso, like the man who had an extra base hit since
mid-September,
the NFL season, basically.
Yeah, mid-September. Like, have you seen Pete Alonso's late and close numbers?
Oh no, yeah.
Runners
it's one
on.
of the funniest things ever. Like, I joke around about like Aaron Judge being like a low leverage merchant, but like Pete was legitimately like awful in those, and he just, had been obviously awful overall. And God, man, I'm happy for y'all. Could not have happened to better people. Just so funny. Like also, like, Edwin, just like, not obviously, like, Edwin didn't have it tonight, I don't think. And Edwin's still getting through, like, and getting, what was it? It was final 2 outs of the 7th and then all 3 outs of the 8th. Like that is so huge. Like, that game could have easily the game could have easily spiraled out of hand. And
that's what a fucking closer does, man. Like, this season has been up and down for him, but like, that is what a closer does. And not to mention, like, Pete fucked up that 8th inning because he had a pop up and there was a chance that they could have gotten out sooner, but Edwin fucking nails still did it. Like, I don't have much other words to say, man. Like,
no, I don't.
You just one of the contracts with that.
Yeah, dude. Like, I've never seen a situation like that where a guy is universally hated by their own fan base to literally, like, he like, you can't say another bad word about him. Like, that man literally, like, that's I just can't believe it. Like, God.
Yeah. That legitimately justifies whatever contract he gets this offseason. And he's getting a contract. Like,
oh yeah, man. Like
Scott Boras is the biggest winner of tonight.
Yeah, that Scott Boras, Pete Alonso, Edwin Diaz, Carlos Mendoza, by the way, even though the Budo stuff didn't work out, it was still the right decision. He still pushed all the right buttons, like letting Quintana. By the way, I missed the first 5 innings of that game because I was at Rosh Hashanah dinner. And I just, like, look at my phone. I'm like, oh, Jose Quintana in 2024 went 6 shutout innings in a win-or-go-home game. Like, what? Letting him just keep, like continuing to ride him. And then just, like, not moving Pete out of the 4-hole, like just letting him. Like we all like laughed at like Pete's quote was being like, oh, like like obviously like the results haven't been there, but like I still feel good about my swings and stuff. And then he takes Devin freaking Williams deep on a changeup, like he went like that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Like this doesn't happen. Like in baseball, like Devin Williams doesn't allow homers off his changeup. The freaking Pete Alonso, and like, come on.
Pete Alonso who cannot find the zone. By the way, like he's been swinging at pitches in the dirt all year.
I saw him take that 0-0 changeup right down the middle. I was like, oh my god, this is over.
I was like 87 middle. Are you kidding? I was heated.
I get like that changeup started in the other's batter's box. I understand that. But
you have to take that.
Like, oh, it's over. It's over. He's gonna ground to a player strike out here. And wow, man.
I thought it was gonna be a double play. I legitimately was like, okay, that's the best pitcher you're gonna get, and you just took it. I was done after that.
And then even after that, like Winker getting on by hit by pitch, him stealing second, him potentially losing all sight whatsoever because maybe one of his contacts fell out or something. Like that was weird. And then him scoring on the Starling Marte single and him
spiking his helmet.
Spiking his helmet. I think he broke it after the Browns.
Yeah, he did. He broke his helmet.
Dude, that moment had to have meant a lot to him too. Like considering all the shit that he's been through with the Brewers. Like he was like Brewers fans. Yeah, you talk about like any other fan base's hatred for like a player. Like they hate Winker because he.
I actually don't even know why. Was he just that
terrible for them? And then talked a bunch of crap about the Brewers after he left, basically.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I think it's something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure, but like obviously, like earlier in the season, like he was hit on purpose by Montas.
Yeah.
So like there's definitely bad blood. And like him and Adames obviously were chirping in game 1. And like Winker might be like a front runner, but like who cares when you're winning? Like
I don't give a shit. I really don't. I honestly the team needed that kind of edge. They don't have like aside from Winker, like they really don't have that kind of edge. Unless you're somehow September Brandon Nimmo in an election year.
Oh yeah, speaking of Nimmo, by the way, just taking a quick second. A lot of guts out of him just to be able to play tonight. I'm sure you saw I don't know if you saw the news, but like his grandmother passed away. He found out his grandmother passed away before the game.
Oh,
so, like, props to yeah, that just came out. So props to him, obviously, for playing through that, and obviously thoughts and prayers going out to his family. But just like, I mean, I can't even imagine. Obviously he's probably like super sad and shit. But like, just having his Mets family just like pull through that game and like being able to like celebrate something after everything that he's been through. That's another part of the story there. It's just it's like it's so like again, I'm a Yankee fan and I know Mets fans aren't gonna like the Yankees, whatever. I don't care about that. But dude, I love the Mets, man. I love this team. I've been saying it since like the summer. They are so lovable. They just don't quit. And like they like this like could have been such like a like like the 2016 wild card game when Mad Bum just shut them down and like Sal Frelick and Jake Bauers having their like Gillespie moments like that, like could have just like fallen
back to back homers.
Back to back. Those were cookies.
From your 7 and 8 hit, it was a pinch hit homer, and then Sal fucking Frelick. Like,
dude,
I have never wanted to just like throw my TV more. I was like, okay, if we're gonna lose like Willie Adames, fine. William Contreras, okay. Churio, sure, I get it. Bryce Terang, because somehow he's just a demon against this team. All right, cool. Sal fucking Frelick and
dude, Boston College native right there.
Jake fucking Bauers. Like, if that's how your season ends, like, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I love Jake Bauers to death. Former Yankee. He had like a run during last summer where he was like a top 10 hitter in baseball, and it was hilarious. But that man, you can't let that man end your season. Woo! God, man. like I know like the Mets every now and then, yeah, sure. But like the Brewers are like the Mets version, like the Mets of the playoffs, man. Like they don't do they like wow. Woo. Devin
They
Williams,
just
the guy
find
who
ways to
just,
lose. That is impressive.
8 teams
I'm
left
sorry.
now. 8 teams left, and the Mets are one of them. Who would have thought?
I would not. I picked them to win in 3. I told you the script. I was like, they're going to win game 1.
You're
they're
right.
Show game 2, and then they're going to win game 3. I did not expect them to win game 3 like that. But, yeah. I'm just glad that they finally won game 3 because 2022 losing game 3 broke me because they were at home. Like, they should not have lost that game. And then fucking Chris Bassett just threw burgers. And it was... I just...
Yeah.
To get better starts from Jose fucking Quintana than, like, Scherzer and Chris Bassett in the playoffs, man. Like, this is why you love baseball.
David Stearns, baby.
This reinforces love for baseball.
Also, David Stearns has got to be, like, feeling himself and, like, grittying in the locker room after beating the Brewers.
Hell yeah!
His hometown man. Like that man's gotta be feeling so good, man. Oh, don't you love baseball?
Like this is what makes you love baseball. Like October baseball is the greatest shit in the world. Like you can keep your NBA playoffs. You can keep your fucking.
All right. Let's settle down there, man. Like if the Knicks want to go on a run, I will take that, man. Like let's settle down a little bit.
But I'm talking about like just for like a series, like as a tournament. It's like March Madness, and then it's the MLB playoffs because nothing else is so random. That's what it is. Like baseball's just random as shit.
Oh yeah, dude. It's true talent. Like doesn't necessarily prevail. Yeah, dude. Like,
it's who's hot.
Who's hot? Who's got who's not? I don't know, man. Like it's Pete, man. It's not even about who's hot. It's Pete.
It's Pete Alonso who swings that shit in the dirt. So just man, I don't care what happens anymore. Like the season's good. I'm cool.
Yeah. Look,
I'm cool. Like whatever.
You'll say that, man. But if you win game 1 against Philly,
oh, we're all the way in. We're all the way in. Are you kidding? Right? Listen, if we win game 1, I am talking so much shit. I'm like, okay, so we're winning the World Series. Like we're gonna win this whole fucking thing. But yeah, to put it in perspective, I don't remember the 2000s World Series. I was like an on and off fan for 2015, so like I knew they were in the World Series, but like I didn't really comprehend it at the time. And then like I got into baseball really like in 2019. So when this shit happens, like this is like my first time like really feeling like the magic of postseason baseball for my team.
No, I understand. I get it, yeah.
And like to see that happen with like I don't even want to say like the most unlikely guy because people could be like, oh, 34 homers, like, he's a fucking power hitter. But it's like you don't understand, like for a neutral fan, like people do not understand how fucking bad he's been. Like he's been horrendous. And he's been horrendous for like more than half the season.
Yeah. Man.
Like before All-Star break, he was just not competitive. And like this team somehow will just find a way. I haven't seen that quality in this team. Like the Mets are never like this. The Mets are never a team that like grinds you out and finds a way to win somehow and somehow some way pulls it out. Like look at the history of the Mets. They are cursed.
No, like this doesn't happen, man. I get it.
Like 2015, where they had the lead in every single game and then lost 4-1, and then lost Game 5 at home. Like, that's the Mets. That's the Mets. Like, there's been a black cat running around the franchise, and the fact that somehow, some way, they were able to figure it out. Like, this just, like, I almost want to tear up, dude. Like, I almost want to tear up.
I totally get it. I totally
get
it.
It's just like,
yo, how is this real?
Something funny? You want to hear something funny here?
Yeah.
So,
God,
who's that?
it's Con.
Oh, what's up?
How is this real, bro? How did that happen? How did that happen, man? I don't even. I'm so fuck. Like, my brain has been scattered for what is it? The last hour.
Yeah.
So before y'all go more at this, coming into tonight. Actually, hold on. Let's include tonight until this final at bat here. Coming into that final at bat, Pete Alonso had 5 extra base hits in his previous 107 plate appearances.
I'm pretty sure one of those was off a position player.
I mean, he had a game in DC where he had a homer and 5 RBIs, and it definitely came off of one of the homers came off of Alex Young, I think. Maybe not, but dude, like, dude, I'm happy for y'all. Like, seriously, it's just so funny. I'm just getting these notifications from Andy Martino, just like, oh, he's talking about Nemo. Never mind, it's actually not. Okay, this is one of the most joyful and authentically emotional clubhouses I've ever been in. Yeah, I can't imagine, like, just going back, like, just what this means, what this team's been through, what one of their players is going through right now, like, just to win in that fashion, like, on the road. Man, that's a lot of momentum y'all just have now.
Dude, if I'm the Phillies, I'm like fucking terrified.
Dude, especially just like considering like what.
Fucking go Mets, bro.
Wait, matter of fact, give me a sec.
Fucking go Mets, bro. Oh, I'm not
just considering.
I'm not contributing jack shit. I'm just here to fucking soak up the moment and say, let's fucking go Mets. I'm not, dude.
Let's go Mets, man. I'm cool with that.
I can't believe what I watched. This doesn't happen. What? This does not happen.
I get it, man. I get it. It doesn't. Dude, Pete Alonso, man. Are we not burning that now? Are we not burning it?
No.
Maybe we get that in the case.
Now
let's fucking go. I have to break it up.
Maybe that goes on the Christmas tree now.
Dude.
Yeah, I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on. Yeah, it feels right. Feels right.
Let's go, Tyrese.
Oh my fucking god. I thought I had to burn it. We don't have to burn it anymore, baby. He's staying.
Oh, I think you gotta do the opposite of burning it.
Oh, we're gonna. Oh my god!
Like, just like pray to it.
It's part of the vigil now, dude. I'm getting a shrine. I'm getting a Pete Alonso shrine. Gonna burn the DeGrom jersey again. Like, fuck that. Oh my god!
Here's a fun nerdy stat, but not really. So Pete Alonso's homer tonight was the most pivotal postseason non-walk-off hit in 20 years. So obviously some mini qualifiers there, but basically the last hit that was of that magnitude was Albert Pujols' homer off of Brad Lidge in the 05 NLCS. Like, just to put it into context, just like and that's like more so like in terms of win probability added. So like how like it went from just at like I remember they were showing on like the broadcast like giving like the Mets like a 97% chance to lose. And then Pete Alonso, man.
Peter Morgan Alonso, dude.
It was when Pete got up with bases, not bases, with first and third, it was 12% chance.
Okay,
and then
that's okay.
I think after that, it went to like 85, which 2 days ago or whatever the hell it was, 3 days ago, Lindor hit like the most drastic win percentage change home run ever, or like whatever the
Basically,
hell.
it shifted
Yeah,
World
and
Series
it was
odds.
the biggest win percentage or win probability whatever change in a regular season game since like 2011, since like Dan Johnson's home run against the Yankees.
for the World Series result, we're saying, right? I wonder.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
That has to have topped it.
I
Because
mean,
your World Series chances went from what 0.1 to like 8.
I don't know. The math that kind of math isn't really available until like the next morning, because that's kind of like how like it's a baseball reference thing, and they don't really like work at night.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, dude, I'm looking at this. Jesus, dude, I'm looking. So like Fangraphs has like a thing where it shows you like how much win probability added like a player adds in like a game too. And like you're just looking at like Tobias Harris, like 28%, like Nick Mears is like 8.8%, Trevor McGill, 7.5%, Freddie Peralta, 7.4%, Devin Williams, minus 84.8%. Like, it's so funny, man.
That's the second best closer in baseball too. Like that's crazy.
Absolutely, man. The dude had struck out 48% of batters since he like came off the IL in like August, and like had like a 1.2 ERA. Like that shit doesn't happen. Like, man,
it doesn't fucking happen, and it doesn't happen with Pete Alonso. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that because like I have to stress that. Like, Pete Alonso.
Did you guys talk about Jose Quintana giving 6 scoreless innings?
Yes, dude.
Yes, like Cantover is real, dude.
And dude, I'm mad that I only saw one of those innings because I was at Rosh Hashanah dinner, and so like I like am on my phone though, like just like monitoring it like through like the Real app. You know, shout out Real if you want to sponsor us. Do it. Fantastic app. We're higher ups, maybe make that happen. But like I'm like, look, I'm like what the heck? I'm like, okay, like Tobias Harris like doing this, like I get it. Like the Mets are gonna Mets, like no offense. Like I get that this kind of thing happens, but like Jose Quintana, like just matching him and then going 6 scoreless with like
no walks,
like no walks either. We love a no walking. We love a no walk bad.
And I thought he was done after 5 because like his fifth was like a little shaky.
He walked one. That's a lie.
I forgot.
Walked one.
Damn.
He walked Jackson Churio, right? Last inning.
Yeah, it was Churio. Feeble.
That man set down 18 of the 23 batters he faced tonight. Did not allow a single run. Did he allow? I'm trying to see here. Churio single. Okay.
He didn't allow any doubles.
Gary again.
Gary Sanchez. That was the beer belly double. I was heated.
If there's somebody to put at second base on their team,
it's Gary Sanchez, probably. Yeah, I think we've all agreed Gary Sanchez is a little too much. So,
dude, I can't believe he was a Met. What the fuck?
3 games, dude. 3 worst games of my life.
You know what? No, I appreciated all those games. Very good.
No, I appreciate Gary Sanchez for that play in 2022, though.
Oh, okay, all right, dude. Look, this is a pro Mets. This is not an anti-Yankees podcast episode. Okay, we're not doing this. But something we haven't discussed yet. Lindor being a fucking alpha and taking it to second base himself for the double play, and then just throwing a seed to first base.
That's MVP, man. Well, Shohei Ohtani watches Cocomelon. This is what a real MVP does. Okay.
So
I think the admin tweeted that, by the way, which is hilarious.
Lindor in this series, I think he was 2 of 8 at the plate, but I think he got on base like at a 50% clip.
He had 3 walks.
I think he was like 2 of 8, and he was 0 for in the first 2 games.
Yeah,
he had, but the only 2 hits of the game before the 9th inning, before Pete Alonso Brandon Nimmo and Pete Alonso.
Yeah,
he had 3 walks before today, so now he had 4 for the series and 2 hits. So in 12,
hey, that works.
12 ABs, he had 6, or he got on base 6 times.
I mean, that's a leadoff hitter right there. That's a perfect leadoff hitter. Can't really go wrong. God, Just
Yep.
watching this homer again from Pete, dude. Like he just knew it right off the bat, man.
Yeah, he was yelling as soon as he hit. I was like, oh my fucking god. That doesn't happen, bro. That
Dude,
doesn't happen.
Dude, all
Yeah,
game.
he was yelling right off the bat.
Like he knew.
I didn't know
He knew off
part.
bat.
I knew he knew. I didn't know he yelled like
Did you
Pete
guys
Alonso yells, which is
Let's fucking go.
Did you guys see when he rounded first base and he went like this?
yeah.
Dude.
God.
How
How much money did he think he just made off of that?
$8 million
Please, he probably guaranteed himself another year.
on the
Like, on the contract. Are you like, dude? They're signing him.
All right.
They're signing him.
Look.
There's
We want to
video.
have like a real conversation about like what Pete Alonso's contracts look like. I don't think it really
Yeah, no,
actually that much.
Or
Like he's
not,
still
but like,
probably in like 5 years, 125, 6 years, 125.
oh my god,
125 divided by 5.
that's 25.
I think
Yeah, it makes more sense. Yeah.
I don't think I'd give him more than like 22, which means that he's gonna get like.
You know how ignorant y'all sound? Like me talking about it. Like I'm like a Yankee fan, so like it's whatever. But like you guys saying like, oh, I wouldn't give him this. Like, dude, you really can't say that. This man owns y'all for like the rest of eternity. Like
he's gonna retire a bit, and I know he's gonna retire a bit. But like this game gave us some hope. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do that, then like whatever, dude. I'll fucking sign it.
But like, I'm gonna be the bad guy here, dude. I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm still not giving him like $120 million.
no, you can't.
Again, you can't do it. I'm sorry. He's gonna break the home run record for the franchise. Okay, like just.
He could do it on the QO, bro. Like
He's not because he gets really nervous when he doesn't have a long-term contract in place, and you had to be really nice to him. And dude, this is gonna come up for the rest of his career. If he's literally gonna go into negotiations and show this clip in a loop, and he's gonna sign. Like, this is it. He's literally just gonna go, I won you your first playoff series in a decade. And
he's gonna come into the room that has David Stearns and Steve Cohen with a humongous flat screen in his hands. He's gonna plug it in to an outlet, and it's just gonna be his home run playing, but it's a 30-minute video of it.
Yeah. It's gonna have the Spanish call, Howie Rose call. It's gonna have the ESPN call. It's gonna have
hold on. I
ESPN
gotta listen to Howie Rose call. I haven't listened to that yet.
Howie Rose call is, dude. There's been so many
best in the business. Can't tell me any the worst.
Gary Cohen all these years and all that shit. I think the Howie Rose call is the most I've ever enjoyed a home run call in my life.
Because he just God, I love Howie Rose, dude. When he doesn't tweet, I love Howie Rose.
Yeah, when he puts down the phone, dog.
Dude, I don't know why he's so online, but like when he just keeps it to baseball, incredible. Generational talent.
Did people think that?
Just listen to the call. That was special from Howie. Wow.
Dude, Howie
he did it. He did it.
Dude, that's how I felt. I was like, oh my god, he actually did it. Like, I wasn't like, I cared more about the fact he actually had his fucking Disney Channel moment, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was heated when he hit it, because I was like, shit, we're gonna keep him. I was like, we're gonna keep him, god damn.
You're the same guy who's telling me that I can't not sign him.
No, but you're gonna sign him. But like again, when he hit the homer, I was like, yes, shit, we're gonna keep him. Yes.
Like the range of emotions. I saw the video of City Field going nuts, dude. They acted like they were actually there. Wow, dude. I mean, all the scenes are great, man. Like it's
Mets fans, bro.
It's hard,
Mets
man.
fans.
Like you don't understand how much this means, bro.
Also, and I hate to do this now and throw it forward. Who starts game one? Like Peterson, I'm assuming is out of the question because he threw an inning tonight, or he didn't really throw that many pitches.
So it's Saturday. Started the Brewers series Monday. Tuesday. So that means
Manaea. It'll be Manaea.
No, that means Sevy can start.
I mean, Sevy can start, but I think it'll probably be Manaea.
Sevy can. do we want him to? I mean,
Yeah, Semi's fine.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a different
Peter-
conversation.
tonight, like,
Oh yeah, he only threw like 8 pitches.
no, I literally just said he threw 8 pitches.
Yeah,
He threw exactly 8 pitches.
yeah. So like
But
he's still
good.
probably.
He's good. It could just be like a throw day for him. Like it was.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I would assume.
Strickland London has how many yards receiving? Jesus.
He's a
Sorry,
fucking
sorry.
dog, bro. He's a dog.
No, you're good.
Dude,
Yeah, the people
Kurt's
think
one of
that
those guys.
the Steve Cohen, David Stearns Mets were losing on Rosh Hashanah, dog. Like,
Yeah, no shock, man.
The David Stearns Mets.
yes, they were not losing today. They were
The
they
gay
were-
Mets, the Jewish Mets, dude. Doesn't matter how you coin them, dude. Like it's
The
not, it
gay-
wasn't happening, man.
the gay Jewish grimace,
Grimace Mets.
Seymour Wieners, Rally Pimp. Oh my God, Mets!
Glizzy
Yeah,
Iggy.
man, that sounds
What?
like
What? What is the season?
OMG.
dude. Like, and I know like sometimes like other fan bases like get on like certain like fan bases that like like talk too much about like these like these 7 teams because like we can be honest here, like are they like probably like they're probably not World Series, like anything can happen, but like this shit means something like to like the fan bases of like who like it doesn't really matter what happens after this, like this is a season you'll never forget.
Yep.
Just like, and like it doesn't even have to like it's like us with like even like the next like they only won 1 playoff series. Okay, big whoop. But like just like remembering like what our like the Knicks like went through this season and
Yep.
like what it means going forward. Like that like this like it's I don't know. Like it's
One of those seasons where like the strings that it pulled on your heart matter more than the games that you lost when like it came
yeah,
down to
absolutely.
it.
Also, not to mention, like, if they actually do win it all, Jose Iglesias is getting a movie. Do you understand? Like, you could legitimately not write that.
I don't give this team like Fangraphs and whatever Max said, baseball reference, I think is what he said.
Yeah.
Like, the people who actually make the calculations for the World Series odds, they're going to give us whatever chance. This team is not winning a World Series. Unless we get to the closeout game where we have 3 wins and Sean Manaea is on the mound, I won't give us a chance.
Look, if they beat the Phillies,
Dude, the best team in baseball is the Padres right now, and then it's the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think it's Padres, Phillies, Dodger. I mean, I'm not gonna. I was saying this in the last. I just can't get high on the Yankees until like they prove me wrong. I'm like so ready for them to lose in like 5 to Kansas City. Like it's just hard. But like,
Astros are out. I mean, I guess we could talk
like
about the rest of the series.
teams that like I should be the most scared of. The AL are didn't even make it to the S. So like
like
the Orioles had the Yankees number all year. The Astros have had the Yankees number for years. I don't know.
this is the bracket for you guys.
Oh yeah, dude. It's we got the Mickey Mouse side of the AL. Like it's so made for the Yankees, and it just screams though of choke job. Like
It's just like it screams Judge 2 for 11,
Stop, bro, dude.
and I don't want it to happen because I actually want him to like have a good postseason
I really want Judge to do great.
because it's just like it'd just be great. Like I would love to see him like actually do it in October because then they're gonna treat him like Joel Embiid, and we don't want that. Like if he's just gonna be Joel Embiid, then like yeah, there are questions. But
who just got his go blocked?
Yeah,
God,
Sorry, I'm like also invested in this like Falcons
we're good.
Bucks
Yo,
game, and Koo just got his field goal blocked. Would have tied it.
I am 31-9. So I am 16 yards from Bucky Irving and a K-Dot and touchdown away from $2,000.
Okay, well, there's 6 minutes left, and K. Dotton, I mean, they're not gonna. I mean, they're gonna run the ball, so like the Bucky Irving stuff could still happen, but I don't know. Good luck though. I already won my bet for the night, so I'm good.
I mean, I won my bet for the night.
it must be nice to bet. I can't.
I won fucking a little $5 bet on the Mets in the top 9.
God.
Dude, did you all see what I sent one of my buddies in our group, and like when one of my buddies, he sent like where you can predict, like you can bet on like what a player does in their plate appearance, and he predicted that Alonso, like as like a joke, he predicted Alonso to have an extra base hit, and it was what, like plus 19, like 1,800 or something. Hold on, let me find it. He bet like $1 on it.
Oh wait, I think it did, and he won like what, like
19.
$14?
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything crazy. He just
No.
threw $1. He's like, "Oh, like you're welcome, Milwaukee."
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
He wanted to jinx it.
Yes.
He wanted to jinx it. And then boom, like come on, like, beat Alonso.
Also, I just gotta say, like, man, that if you want the experience of being a Mets fan, watch that game. Legitimately, just watch that. Don't even like get to the highlights. Just watch that game the entire way through.
You know,
Because it's just like it was maddening. It was frustrating. You're like, why the fuck am I doing this to myself? And then they go down 2-0, and you're just like, oh, so this is just horrible. Like we're not even gonna try. And then random ass 3-run homer from fucking Polar Bear, and suddenly you're like, okay, this is why I do this. Like this is why I can't quit this team. This is why like it's a drug for me, and I just gotta.
Right.
I get fucking the Rock chills every time I watch this team, and like you're just like this is why it matters to me, bro. This is why it matters. This is why I keep coming back for hits. I sound like an addict. You know why? Because I am.
Tyrese, you're just going like.
I am. I'm literally just fucking. I'm slapping my arm, and I'm just like, I need this. If I could rip off my shirt, I would. I'm just like.
By the way, the Mets to win. By the way, this is two funny things. One, FanDuel, as like the header to like their like the NLDS, it says Milwaukee versus Philly instead of Mets, because they were so ready that they already coded it to say like Milwaukee versus Philly. But the Mets are plus 158 on FanDuel to win the NLDS versus the Phillies.
I will take those odds. I would
not touch that shit in years.
Okay, I would put like a $5 on it. But like
also the Yankees now have the best World Series odds.
There you go.
Look, I just want a parade in New York. I will come back I will visit New York for the parade. That's all I need, dude.
I'll tell you one thing. If the Yankees Mets played each other in another Subway Series, World Series,
it would be the most toxic.
Dude, I would end up getting kicked by. Dude, I would end up getting kicked out of that Discord.
I don't think like.
Dude,
Subway Series with Twitter.
Guys, I don't want to play you guys, man.
Dude, why wouldn't you? You guys like,
own
pull their pants down for 4 games.
No, I don't want to play you guys.
There are only 2 teams this entire season that have absolutely clobbered Garrett Cole. It is the Mets and the Red Sox. Every other team has not touched that man.
We are not going to do it 3 times.
I don't think we do it, but if they beat Garrett Cole, I think they would do it. That's where I am. If they could beat Garrett Cole,
again,
like
we both got to get there first. But like I totally think it's totally plausible.
It will legitimately come to the Garrett Cole start.
You guys would obviously be like very heavy underdogs.
Dude, a Sevy versus Cole World Series game would be fucking nuts.
That would, and then Sevy out pitching Cole. I would literally jump off a building.
Harrison Bader catches the final out of the 9th, bro.
No, man.
Carlos Mendoza, the Yankees' old bench coach versus, oh my god, the storylines would be peak.
Who else was on our team? It was Bader, Severino, and one other guy was a Yankee, no?
I don't remember who it was.
Ottavino.
Oh yeah,
Torrens.
And Torrens too.
Well, Torrens never played in the big leagues for the Yankees. He was just he was a prospect, and then he was claimed, and then he was picked by the Padres in the Rule 5 draft, and then he was traded to Seattle. Seattle released him.
Okay.
And then he was on the Yankees in spring training and in the minors this year, and then y'all obviously on the same day, at the same time, y'all got like brought up Iglesias. He purchased his contract from the Yankees. Luis Severino, by the way, is plus 14,000 to win World Series MVP. In case you're.
Also, I will say the Soto, like it would literally be the Soto Bowl as well, and that would be fucking hilarious for narratives. Legitimately, whoever wins the World Series gets Juan Soto. Oh my god!
That was Jason Dominguez has better World Series MVP odds than JD Martinez.
I believe
it's probably
JD Martinez is one of the worst players left in the fucking tournament. So,
but also that fucking double was peak on Monday. I will take that shit.
From JD?
Yeah, when he doubled in the first game.
I thought he just hit a single, didn't he?
What is it?
No, I think he doubled.
Yeah, he doubled.
Did he double down the line? Or is that?
Yeah, he doubled down. No, he doubled down the line. He scored 2. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But like,
I thought it was just a single.
I would legitimately, a Yankees Mets World Series in 2024 were legitimately like, you thought toxicity was bad before. Jesus Christ. Like, it would be war. It would legitimately be war.
Yeah, I think this is actually that's a great point to actually bring up from Matt White.
Calling my shot.
McNeil and Senga?
I think so. Yeah,
I thought Senga wouldn't be on the roster unless he's a starter. Isn't that what y'all said?
I think he'd just be an opener. They'd probably pitch him for like 2 or 3, and then they'd go to like. You could probably do like Senga Peterson. I would love that. I would.
No. Oh no! Bucky Irving fumbled.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I think you got your yards though. I mean, it doesn't matter because Caleb Otton's not gonna get your tutty.
When is
That's
when
right.
is the NLDS start? Saturday?
He hit the yards too, man.
The LDS starts Saturday. The
Okay, cool.
Yeah. When the next play? Sunday?
Yeah, next place. Yes. All right. Nothing's overlapping.
Oh,
Yes.
Wait,
well, you
what?
guys, your game 2 is gonna be on Sunday.
You know what? That's fine. I'll
It's gonna be
screen
they're
is
both
Maple
they're
Leafs.
because the Mets Phillies game 2 starts at 4:08 and the Yankees, the Knicks start at 5:00 on Sunday.
Damn. Ugh.
All right.
What are the-
I mean, damn.
I'm gonna hop out of here real quick.
I think Giants play too. Shit. The Giants have to fucking.
Giants are at 4. I know that. Unfortunately,
Oh, God damn. Okay.
I'm gonna hop out of here because I want to watch the football game.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. We're gonna be shooting shit now, but yeah, I do think McNeil. I think McNeil said if we're in the NLDS, he'd play. So I'm assuming that McNeil is probably gonna be on the roster, just like on the bench if anything. Like, there's no reason why he'd start.
No, I mean Iglesias is you can't set Iglesias probably.
You can't sit Iglesias and like.
Would you can't put Marte in like center or Nemo. I mean you put
I think
Nemo in center, right?
What you do is like you do Iglesias third, McNeil second, and then you put Vientos at DH.
Oh, that does make sense.
Yeah, you probably just do that.
Yeah, there is a way.
Like I would like that's probably your best lineup. Just have Vientos not playing the field, and your infield defense becomes a lot better. And I mean, Acuna is nothing more than like defensive replacement. So, and McNeil was hot. McNeil was hot before he went down. So, I wouldn't hate it, but I do think McNeil. I could see McNeil probably being available, and I think Senga. If Senga does pitch, it would probably be first game at City.
Oh, that'd be scenes. That'd be scenes.
Oh my, yeah, like
Him
that would be the
walking
game to
out
pitch.
Him just warming up on the field, and then during introductions, just like the video, just like the cameras panning to him warming up in the bullpen. Oh my man.
Oh,
Dude, I'm excited for y'all. It's tough because I do love these Mets. I also do love the Phillies, because I do have a lot of friends who are Phillies fans. But it'll be a fun series. I think. I don't think this is like a sweep situation. Like these teams can answer each other. So we'll see.
yeah. I'm
Also today, this game and this Mets Brewers series is like a perfect example of why the 3-game series definitely works.
Yeah, like people complain about that, and it was just like, look,
Yeah.
you don't get to 3 games often, but when you do get to 3 games,
Like, as long as you have like I know like usually these things end in sweeps. But like if you make it to 3 like it's so hey, at least y'all made up for San Diego in
yeah,
22.
God, that's fucking
Like that's
serious, dude.
like non-existent now.
Yeah, but like
Oh,
I think this is what MLB this is what MLB wanted. And honestly, if you're
no, absolutely.
if you're the 3rd seed, like in the old format, it would just suck being 3rd seed. Like objectively speaking, being a 3rd, like you're like, oh great, like being a division winner like did not mean anything. You played on the fucking road. Like you didn't have home field advantage.
Yeah.
You played on the fucking
4
road.
seeds have been pretty bad. I feel like who were the 4 seeds this year?
4 seed.
It was the not the 4 seeds. Those are the first wild cards. I'm thinking of
Yeah,
the
so
3 seeds.
Padres.
Yeah, the 3 seeds.
The 3 seeds. It's Brewers, and then it's
Brewers and Tigers last year. So that both of those lost. Last year it was
the Tigers won.
or excuse me, Brewers and Astros.
Astros. Yeah.
The 3 seeds last year were I forgot. Crap.
I'll just look up. I'll look it up. You're good.
Oh, it might have been. No, actually, I think they won last year. It was no Brewers, of course. It was Brewers and I think Twins. It was definitely Brewers and Twins. Yeah, Brewers and Twins, and the Twins swept the Blue Jays. But the AL East is incompetent. So outside of the Yankees and Red Sox in the playoffs.
Yeah.
22. It was Rays. No, it was Guardians. Oh, they lost. Yeah, Guardians.
Guardians in St. Louis. And yeah, St. Louis was fucking garbage that year.
Yeah, so both those lost. Yeah, like usually like the 3 seeds are like just the wild card teams are like way better than the 3 seeds. I feel like every year.
Yeah, because it basically comes down to like most division winners. Like there's always a weak division. And the weak division is usually the fucking Central. So
I mean, it's funny that the AL Central though has 3 teams remaining in the AL after 1 round,
which is hilarious. Like because you like
maybe the White Sox actually weren't that bad.
Honestly, it's just like usually the Central like just doesn't spend a lot. So like
no, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Also, I think like the Astros were like very fake, and like the West was just so bad, and the Orioles just like were just the Astros or the Orioles just like couldn't hit the second half of the season, so it didn't really matter. Yeah. So I gotta ask you, what's your official prediction of this this NLDS series with the Phillies? Are you feeling confident again?
I feel good. I honestly feel good about this matchup. I feel like the Mets played them really well without Lindor. I feel like they played them well with Lindor. I don't know.
So
I think the best way I would put it, like the best way to put it is like this has the chance to get really ugly for the Phillies. I'll say this, like the Mets may lose the series. I don't think it'll be ugly. I think if the Phillies lose, it'll be ugly. Because the Phillies are coming off a week not playing, and they're hot. Like the Mets are hot. Like they're hot. I think the Monday doubleheader for the Mets just like worked. And the fact that they have like a rest day now, like
I don't know, man. It's crazy that you bring up. It's funny enough, crazy. It's funny that you bring up that Monday, and then you kind of like just look at them playing. Obviously, that Monday doubleheader on the road, these 3 games on the road, like this is not like a pro like the Braves argument over the past 2 years, where like they got like the home field advantage and they don't have to play the wild card series, but like you gotta think like these players like being on the road for this long, like because it's like completely different than like at home, like you're like you're with your family, you know, like you're in like an environment where like you can kind of like do your own thing and stuff. But like when you're on the road in the playoffs like this, you're going from Atlanta to Milwaukee and now to Philly, like you're with your boys. You're with the fellas, like nonstop, like the camaraderie being built here. If it had, I mean, the team already had unreal vibes, and like they all loved each other. But like now, man, like, dude, like that shit means something.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like the 2011 Giants where they just won fucking games on 2007. But like they just won fucking games on the road. Like it's just them, and they acted like it was just them.
I mean, you look at the NL of the last 2 years, like the Phillies and D-backs in 22 and 23, like they just won a shit ton of road games.
Yeah,
like they had like, I think that like it bodes well for you guys. Like
I think my official prediction probably be Mets in 4.
Mets in 4. I get that. I mean, like it's.
I think
you split in Philly and then win.
You split in Philly and then like just imagine the first like game back in Citi Field in like what 2 weeks, because they've been playing like what I think their last one was 2 weeks ago. So I think the idea of just like coming back to Citi Field after that fucking the doubleheader and winning the series to get the come from behind win, like that crowd is gonna be fucking amped.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna be ready. Pete might have another moment. I don't fucking know. Apparently a source says Kodai Senga is in the conversation for a spot.
Who's reporting this? Who's sources?
Mike Puma.
Oh, Puma's legit.
I legitimately think he's gonna be in the He's gonna be in the rotation. I think he's gonna be in the rotation. Also, that would just be fucking chills, dude. I'm sorry. Like, that is like if he's on the roster, he's starting game 3. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. He's starting game 3.
Dude,
like your best fucking pitcher and a chance potentially like to go up 2-1. First home start. Like, if he wasn't a filthy individual, like I'm coming home would just be blaring to the speakers, but we can't play that song anymore. No more back where I belong. You can't do it anymore. But yeah, man, I think Mets in 4. I guess I could just predict all the series here. We can do predictions if you're down.
Give me a second. No, I gotta turn this. I would say we doing just Mets series. Or we doing all of them, all the deals.
All of them. All of them.
All right. Well, how about you? You go from there. You say
Okay.
Mets over Phillies before. You don't have to say the games for each other's series.
Also the games, dude.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Padres, Dodgers, which is going to be easily the best. No offense, the best series. It's going to be like a World Series, basically.
I think
What's
the
up?
Padres are good. I think the Padres are going to sweep them.
You think they're going to sweep? All right, I'm not as confident in that.
Dude,
Okay,
they have fucking.
I'll say all my predictions after you do, but
they have fucking owned them, dude. They have owned that team. They owned them last year, or rather not last year. 2 years ago, they owned them. It's just, I think when it just gets into like when it matters the most, the Padres just like wax them. And again, the fucking pitching that the Dodgers have, like, no. Like, who are even their starters? Legitimately, who are their starters?
I don't
like. You're looking at. I mean, it's Yamamoto.
Yamamoto's going game 1. Flaherty's going game 2. And then game 3. I mean, like
it's got to be Buehler.
I mean, unless they bullpen it, it'll probably be Buehler.
Yeah, maybe not sweep. I'll say 4. I'll say Padres in 4. But if they did sweep, I would not be shocked. Tigers, Guardians, and the series that no one will watch.
Yeah, on PBS Kids or whatever on like Disney XD.
This is the Telemundo series. I don't fucking know. Like Cleveland 5. Like, the series is so gross. I don't want to watch it. Like, I really don't want to watch the series.
But what do you think? Would you say? I don't know if you said it. Sorry.
Yeah, I say Cleveland in 5.
Cleveland in 5. Okay.
I think school will get on the game, and their random ass chaos rotation will get them another one.
Chaos rotation. Yeah, I love it.
God, it's legitimately like it's everything I want baseball pitching to be. I'm not gonna lie, I love it so much. Just like throwing a bunch of guys who could go multiple innings. Like, this is the future. And then Royals, Yankees. I want to say Yankees. I'm debating whether to say 4 or 5. I'm legitimately like, I don't know why, but KC just feels hot. Like, the fact that like they like the Astros have like no fucking answer makes me, or rather the Orioles. The Orioles had no fucking answer. I'll say Yankees in 4. But if that went 5,
you said that Baltimore had no fucking answer, and then you said Yankees in 4. That's so funny.
So, yeah, but it's just like Kate. Like, I thought fucking the Royals would just like roll over and die. Like, I did not trust their offense, but somehow, some way, they made it work. I mean, Bobby Witt.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like, yeah, I feel good about the Yankees in 4.
Hell yeah. I'll start from the NL side here. I'm gonna say Mets. I'm gonna agree with you. Mets over Phillies in 4. I feel like it's gonna be very like Celtics Cavs series where like Mets win game 1 in Philly, and then like they lose game 2, and then Philly fans are just like, all right, like we got an even series, like we'll just take this from here, and then boom, Mets just run away the next 2 games, which was very like Braves Phillies from last year. When like
also don't trust the NL East winner. Just don't trust the NL East winner.
Game 2 last year. Remember the Phillies won game 1, and then game 2 last year, they had that incredible play at the end of the game with Michael Harris, like robbing Castellanos, and then they just fell over in Philly.
Yeah, I feel like with Philly, like if you punch them, you can get them out.
Yeah, and
like,
the Phillies have a lot of streaky hitters. Like if you can catch them at like their worst, like you could easily just end up catching them at the worst time. Like Trey Turner is not he sucks in the playoffs. Like like Bryce, like could easily fall over. Like if you catch him at the right time, like you could win in 3 or 1 in 4. Like very easily. Yeah,
like
so I'll go with the Mets in 4 as well. For the Dodgers Padres, the Musgrove injury changes it a little bit for me.
Oh, yeah,
just because going from Musgrove to Darvish is completely different, in my opinion.
Oh, you're right.
I would still lean towards Padres in 5 still. Just because I do think the Dodgers, after 2 games, they have no idea who would pitch. You know, it'd be, I don't know. Like, if the Dodgers don't take both games in LA, I think they lose the series. Like, they have to win both games at home because you cannot be entering a game 3 with either like Walker Buehler or a bullpen game in a tied series. Like, it's just. Yeah. And then I think like maybe we get we get lucky and we get a Yamamoto like disaster class. Like, that'd be funny.
I would love it. As a hater, I would love it.
I think both of our fan bases could come together for that, right?
Legitimately, I would not be rooting for anything harder aside from Mets victory. Like Yamamoto, like 3 innings pitched, 7 runs given up. Like, I would. That would just that's the shit that you dream about.
No, 1000%. Also, the Falcons just tied it up as time expired. They're going to overtime. That's crazy. That's a good Thursday game right there.
What a
Kirk Cousins has
game.
440 passing yards.
God, this is what quarterbacking is supposed to be like, man.
Dude, that's what it is, dude. Enough of this Lamar Jackson. I'm kidding.
God,
no, seriously.
Throw some interceptions, damn it.
No, he has a pick.
I know. I'm saying throw some interceptions. Like,
oh, yeah, Lamar Jackson doesn't turn the ball over. He just runs the ball and throws for like a clean 200 or like 175 with like 0 turnovers, and just runs one in and then like throws another 2.
Coward.
So annoying.
What happened to this fucking sluggo routes in the end zone?
Dude, Brett Favre was a real Glenn Gunslinger. But
Okay.
going back to baseball, Guardians, Tigers. I'm gonna take Tigers in 4. I think I like the Guardians. I don't know, man. Their starting pitching scares me, man. Like they don't they have Bybee, but like after that, like they got to throw like Ben Lively out there. Like what's going on? Ben Lively was like DFA by like the Phillies. They throw Matt Boyd and Gavin Williams as the other 2 starters before Ben Lively. Like it's Matthew Boyd's almost 34 years old, and
yeah, but the thing is just like the Royals offense. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like sorry. Oh my god, I'm getting my teams fucking mixed up.
The Tigers offense, but the Tigers, like they're in the same situation as like the Mets. Like
they're just
like
hot.
they've just been playing. They basically been playing for their, but like even more, like they've been playing for their lives for about 2 months, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's, and the Guardians have had the AL Central except for like a week. They basically had the AL Central wrapped up all season except for like 1 week when the Royals like pulled ahead of them, and then the Royals just kind of lost it. I'll use that as a piggyback there. Yankees, Royals. I'll say the Yankees in 4. I think they lose the Cole Reagan start, but I think
Do you think they win the Lugo start?
they wouldn't Lugo start. I think Garrett Cole can out. I trust Garrett Cole in the playoffs when he's not facing the Red Sox. So we'll see. I could easily eat my words, then Omar gets on my ass. But man, I'll say it again. I just need Judge to show up. He needs to show up. Like you're obviously your numbers. Everyone's numbers decline usually in the playoffs because you're gonna see better pitching. Like you'll see everyone's best pitching, and you'll see relievers sooner in games. Like you'll see high leverage relievers sooner in games, but I just need it. I need it so bad. Like, dude, like please shut me up.
Like just 2 homers in a 5-game series, that'd be great.
Yeah, but like there is the narrative here, like that, like the Yankees do own the AL Central. The Yankees haven't lost a playoff series to an AL Central team since I think 2007. No, that's a lie. Tigers, fuck. They lost in the AL. They lost a couple to the Tigers, I think in 2011, 2012 maybe. So that was a lie. No, yeah, 11, 12. I think they lost an ALDS and an ALCS. So, yeah, before that was 2007. I don't know. The Yankees should win. Like, they just really need to. They can score like 3 or 4 runs per game. They should win the series in like 4 games. No questions asked. But they are the Yankees, so we'll see. Yeah. Do your what was your World Series pick before? Was it Padres Yankees? Right.
It was Yankees Mets.
Or Yankees Mets. So that's still live.
Yeah.
Do you still believe in that?
Ask me after the DS.
Well, we might not. I don't know if we might not be doing a pod episode.
You know what? I say like I should be more confident in it, but I'm also kind of like, you know what? Fuck it. No, I'm running with it. Like,
yeah, like you kind of have to, right? Like
the momentum is there. Momentum is there. The Yankees have the best bracket they've had in forever. Momentum is there for the Mets. Yeah. They have the opponent I wanted them to have.
Exactly. Like you can't. Also, you can't switch. Like you totally assumed that the Braves would lose to the Padres, correct?
Yeah.
And you obviously had assumed that the Mets beat the Brewers, so like, yeah, your thing still has to stay alive.
It's fuck it. We're all in. We're all in.
Anything, yeah. Well, I have changed mine because I had Padres over Astros. I will go. Thinking over it a little more, I don't know, like probably Padres over Tigers.
You think the Tigers would beat the Yankees?
Yeah, dude. Scooble scares the living crap out of me. And the Tigers have enough lefty relievers that cause serious issues for the Yankees. So yeah, I'll go Padres Tigers. And hopefully we get to reconvene in like 10 days and you guys can say I look so stupid saying that. It's like the Yankees win the series and like it's Guardians. If it's Yankees Guardians LCS, by the way, I'm not scared of anything. The Guardians are the only team I'm not scared of that's left in the AL. Like I am semi scared of the Royals just because they handled the Orioles very easily. And the Tigers obviously have the momentum, and Hinch like owns the Yankees. But the Guardians don't. The Guardians just don't. Like even Volpe was handling Class A earlier this season. Like they don't move me. But yeah.
What a game. What a day.
Oh my god. So Falcons just won game-winning touchdown. So Kirk Cousins finished 42 of 58 for 509 yards and 4 tutties.
That's real fucking salt of the earth football right there, man. 52 pass attempts. Like that's
dude, you're never gonna guess who scored the game-winning touchdown. There's no shot.
Kyle Pitts.
I think I don't want to I'm gonna butcher this. Daryl Hodge.
All right, dude. Yep. Okay, that's not a real fucking player.
He didn't have a single catch.
Not a real fucking player.
Before this game and during the season, he had 2 catches for 67 yards tonight. It's funny.
All right.
All right, I'm done. I'm done too.
All right.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Live in this moment because you don't know how much you'll get left of this. But man, dude, Pete Alonso, man.
Pete fucking Alonso. Thank you guys for joining us. This is very impromptu. And I thought it would be a lot more somber than this. So I'm glad that it was a happy occasion instead of me crying about how this team fucking sucks. Hopefully see you guys after the DS, and hopefully both New York teams are victorious.